Page 8, The Haunted Mouse. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats, so C major or A minor. Which is it? C major? A minor? Well, let's look at the end. We got here, and then the A. If it ends on that, it's probably A minor. I'm going to say A minor. Now, at the beginning, right hand. They don't give you any finger numbers for this. Isn't that convenient? Well, when that happens, you got to figure out what it is. And you do that by looking the piece over and the notes are involved, at least at the beginning, and what are they, and what finger position will cover most of those notes. So we have an E and a C and an F, and we have a D, and the next line, there's a G in there, so we got to add that, so this is here, and if we look the whole piece over for the right hand, those are the only notes used. Well, that means that must be that's good finger position or a hand position. So that means at the beginning that it's going to be 1 and 3. And you can take a pencil in and you put in a 3 and a 1, or put the 1 above the 3. The bottom note goes on the bottom. The number goes on the bottom, the top one goes above it. Put them in order. So it's a 3-1 if you're going from the bottom up. When we say finger numbers, we usually start at the bottom because we figure these things out from the bottom and go up. So 3-1 is what we put on there. When you read it, you might read it top down, but we say it bottom up. That makes perfect sense. And that's it. And the whole thing is in this position for the right hand. For the left hand, well, again, they don't give you anything. So you got an A and a B, and if you look around, that's it for the whole piece until you get to the end. And that at the very bottom, those last 3 notes, and there's a note under it. Just play the lowest key on the piano, the A. So that is an A. I mean, the note written is here, and it's got an 8 VA under it, sending you an A lower. So here, that sounds lovely. And there, it doesn't matter what finger you use, just use a finger. Any finger you want, it's up to you. So it looks like this is comfortable. If we do that, we're in a middle C position where they were sharing, or you might do here. You could do it here too, and just so they're not sharing middle C, they're next to each other. It's up to you which one you use. Just pencil in the one you want and stick with it, whatever it is. You may have to change fingerings as you get to know the piece a little better. That's fine, but until then, pencil it in and stick with it. And you put the hands together, well, here. Now the A in the left hand, that's tied. 2 beats, 2 measures, whatever. Lift it up on the 3rd measure. Right when you play the note in the 3rd measure, the right hand comes up. The 3rd measure, you got to make it sound like one hand played the whole thing. So try and balance that out. I had a time with that because I couldn't. It would sound like 2 hands played it because I couldn't make it, and I eventually learned to do that. And the 2nd line. And these last measures of the first 2 lines, that's a dotted quarter note. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. On 4 you lift up because it's a quarter note. Then the 3rd line is fine, and the last line, and you got 1 beat rest to get down there. Right, so you got some staccatos in there, nice light staccato. At the bottom, the last notes are staccato. You can't do staccato down in the bass, but you go through the motion and you do the best you can. Because those bass notes will sound out. You can't get them short like you can up above. They just don't do it. They're not that short. But go through it. Except for the last one is 3 beats. Do the best you can on that. Dynamics, soft. Well, the melody is soft, but the melody is kind of all over the place. So in this piece, I would say it's all melody. Keep it soft. you're staying soft to the third line, third measure, you can get a little louder. And then the last line, you're loud. Soft. How soft? Well, it's hard to play soft at the bottom of a keyboard. Do the best you can. Soft and staccato, that doesn't work. But do the best you can. Now, if you don't have an 88 key piano, if your piano isn't that big, you just play the lowest A on your keyboard, and that's good enough. Now, they put words with this. So if you want to sing it, you go right ahead. I encourage you to learn it first without the singing, because when you start singing with it, that just adds another level of complexity to it. It just makes it that much more challenging. You'll have to sing it in your range, wherever they are. And that first note, that's melody. So it's like, ball bump. So you'll decide how you want to do it. You have two people who want to sing, they can each sing a different note. You've got harmony going. So it's up to you on the singing. I don't do singing in these videos. Yuck. But you can sing it on your own if you want after you've learned the piece. It's up, yeah. Let's do a short play with me to make sure we got the right notes and rhythms. And you can speed it up. They give you metronome markings up there, and it's a range, it's a suggestion. How do you feel this should go? So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest.